Hello, dear readers. Welcome to Moksha Media's audiobook, Shaiva, an analytical study by Moksha Hiramat. It contains 11 chapters. They are an introduction, Shaiva streams, Shaivas of Sharana's movement, the Sharana's movement, fifth, Shaivism after Sharana's movement, sixth, modern period, seventh, the seed of controversy, eighth, 64 commandments or conducts, ninth, carrying the legacy forward, 10th, an introduction to Siddhanta Shikhamani, 11th, Siddhanta Shikhamani. On the other day, I read to you the first chapter, an introduction. Today, I read to you second chapter, Shaiva streams. Veerashaivas are found in large numbers in the state of Karnataka. They are present in a sizable strength in the states of Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Kerala, and Tamil Nadu, Puducherry, Maharashtra, Goa, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Delhi, Kashmir, Uttarakhand, Nepal, UK, USA, Germany, Canada, and etc. They have maintained their own culture and concept, tradition, and etc. They feel that they are part and parcel of Hindu nation, that is India. They have never felt apart from it. They have never felt that Veerashaivas and Lingaites are different. They may have fought for some facilities, concessions, and reservations in the name of caste under the caption of Veerashaivism and Lingayat. But that doesn't mean that they are different from each other. Veerashaivism is a revised form of Shaivism which has some inbuilt problems and irrelevant things at that time. So, Shaivism gave a way to Veerashaivism which has plugged the inbuilt problems of Shaivism, which depended mostly on ritualistic part of Vedas. But Veerashaivism improvised some hardcore rituals of Shaivism and mostly depends on knowledge part of Vedas, Agamas, and Upanishads. Veerashaivism is so young and energetic and absorbent of old and modern technique and methods compared to Shaivism. As Veerashaivism is relevant to old and modern times, it grows and advances rapidly in the society. The knowledgeable, spirited, reformative, mind-boggling, and society-changing persons accepted and adopted it. Persons like Basava are not an exception to it and accepted the faith of Veerashaivism. Non-profit motivated, honest, and innocent to religion and truth-seeking scholars accepted it as it has the truth. No one questioned and doubted it till the latter part of the 19th century AD and first part of the 20th century AD. Doubts are begun with a profit motive, power-mongering, cost-oriented scholars with a chalk piece on blackboard, and with a black inked pen on white paper, backed by the persons in power. The doubts are created in the minds of people as Veerashaivas are not Lingayas. Basava is not a Veerashaiva. Lingayat rejects Vedas and Agamas completely, etc. and etc. Though which is not true in reality. By this, those forces try to consolidate their power and profit and status. Shaiva. The scholars identified three main streams of Shaivism. They are 1. Shaiva, 2. Veerashaiva, 3. Prativigna Shaiva. These three isms accepted Shiva as their main source. Though all of them believe in Shiva, they have different notions of Shiva. They approach him differently from different angles. 1. Shaiva school. According to Shaiva school, Shiva has two powers. They are, they are knowledge power and work power. The knowledge power is like the software and work power hardware. One is seen and another one is unseen and another one is seen. One is active and another one is inactive and has inertia. Work power will be active by the contact of knowledge power like pot and mud. With a good preparation of muddy soil, the pot can be formed. The world is formed due to knowledge power. The life is constrained of Maya. The life is cycled and recycled in infatuation. A life is not liberated due to three impurities. They are Anatamala, Karmanamala, and Mayamala. The Mala means impurity. I am incomplete, that is Anatha. I cannot do as I am weak, that is Karman. And I am ignorant, that is Mayamala. To be free from these three impurities, one should have the power of Shiva. In order to get this power, one should have a guru. The guru would show how to get the power to free from these impurities. The devotee, that is Jiva, would achieve and would one with Shiva as guided by Guru. 2. Pratibhigna Shaiva or Kashmiri Shaiva. Pratibhigna Shaiva is originated in Kashmir, so it is also called Kashmiri Shaiva. Shiva and Shakti, energy, are unioned together. One is not without the other. Shiva, that is Parameshwara, has five energies. They are Chit, that is Prakasha, Ananda, Ichcha, Jnana, and Kriya. They are integral part of Shiva. They are not seen separately. Sometimes we have an illusion of seeing it, but it is not real. What we see may be real or may not be real. So, here Kashmiri Shaiva has a contradictory notion. The Jiva is forgotten. Who is it? It has forgotten Parameshwara. To know him, one would have a guidance of Guru. With the help of Guru, one would come to know the path towards Mukti and Parameshwara. Then one would be one with God. Kashmiri Shaiva rejected the caste. 3. Veerashaiva. It also believes in Shaiva. It also believes in Shiva, Shakti, and Jiva. The Jiva is the integral part of Shiva. The Anga could become a Linga, that is Shiva, by pursuing a certain path. It also believes in three impurities, that is Anava, Karma, and Maya. Due to these impurities, Jiva has forgotten Shiva. By pursuing the path of Shatasthala Marga, guided by a Guru, one could union with Shiva and could become Shiva. By going on the path of Bhakta, that is devotee, Maheshwara, that is Guru, Prasari, that is Dasova, Pranalingi, body, that is body and Linga, Sharana, that is submitting one, and Aikya, that is union with Shiva. Lastly, one could be with Shiva and unions with Shiva. This is the path of Shatasthala Marga. Then Jiva could become Linga, that is Shiva. Then there is no difference between Shiva and Jiva. It is liberated from the life cycle and recycle, that is Moksha. So Veerashaivism is also called as Dvaita Dvaita. The main source books of Veerashaivism in Sanskrit language are Shivayogi Shivacharya's Siddhanta Shikamani, Nilakanta Shivacharya's Kriyasara Swaprabha, Swaprabhanandacharya's Shivadvaita Manjuri, Bhojadevananda's Tattva Prakasha, Maggi Mayideva's Shivanubhava Sutra, Nandikeshwara Shivacharya's Lingadharana Chandrika, and Maritontararya's Veerashaivananda Chandrika. So many persons believe and propagate that Basava is the founder of Veerashaivism, that is Lingayat. But in reality, it is not true. Some others say that Renuka is the founder. It is also not correct. In fact, no one is the founder of Veerashaiva Dharma. If we label a particular person as the founder of Veerashaiva religion, it becomes an un-Indian concept and culture. Naming a person as the founder of particular religion is not an Indian tradition. In this background, let us know about Basava and Renuka, Siddhanta Shikamani, which contains the conversation between Renuka and Agastya. Nowhere said that Renuka was the founder of Veerashaiva religion and Agastya was the first disciple of Renuka. The writer of Siddhanta Shikamani, Shivayogi Shivacharya, simply said that what Renuka preached Agastya in ancient time, he composed of it in writing. Renuka is one of the Shivaganas in Kailasa, that is the abode of Shiva, just like Shanmukha, Ganesha and Rushabha. Rushabha came to Bhuloka, that is earth, from Kailasa in the name of Basava and did something for the upliftment of people according to the order of Shiva. The historical Revana Siddha is different from the imaginary Renuka. The historical Revana Siddha was a senior contemporary of the historical Basava. Revana is also not founder of Veerashaiva religion. Renuka is also not founder of Veerashaiva religion. Basava is also not the founder of Veerashaiva, that is Lingayat religion. He could not do it within the short span of his life, that is 1131 AD to 1167 AD, that is, he lived for round about 36 years. Veerashaiva technical terms and paths are already found in Kondagoli Kesharaja, who is 40 years older than Basava. Kondagoli Kesharaja, a devotee of Shiva and a minister in the kingdom of Vikramaditya, is considered as the first poet of Veerashaivism. All the characteristics of Kondagoli Kesharaja, that is 1120 AD, could be seen in Basava later onwards. In Huli edict in the year of 979 AD, the word Ashtavarna is found in a temple. Sharanas themselves used the word Veerashaiva in some of their vachanas. Especially Channabasavanna did it in some of his vachanas. Not only that, Basava, Akka Mahadevi, Channabasavanna and Siddharamam, who composed so many slokas in Sanskrit, also quoted the Sanskrit quotations in which the word Veerashaiva is used. I quote one of the vachanas which Basava composed praising Channabasavanna. It is a translation from Kannada to English. Solving the sorrows happened in my life, showing the dignity of devotion, condemning the Shaiva path, which I believed, and showed the real Veerashaiva principles and practices. No other one but Channabasavanna. The above vachana is translated from Dr. M. Chidananda Murthy's Kannada work, Hindu Veerashaiva, that is Lingayata, printed page 49. Even Channabasavanna made him known Panchachara and Shatasthala. It has its own concepts. Sharanas quoted Sanskrit slokas in their vachanas. It can clearly be seen in the vachanas of Channabasavanna, Akka Mahadevi, Allama Prabhu and Basavanna. They said it in their vachanas, expressing the concept and feelings revealed in Sanskrit slokas. Paramarahasya and Jangama Ashtottaram are two important Sanskrit works of Veerashaivism. These works are belonged to pre-Basava period. What Akka Mahadevi, Basava and Channa Basavanna said in their vachanas is found in these two Sanskrit works of Veerashaivism, that is Paramarahasya and Jangama Ashtottaram. Veerashaiva opposed the superiority and inferiority complex among the people. It also condemned the power imposition on the people. It gave importance to work and worship. It believed that all the devotees of Shiva were equal and shared meals with them. This stand of Veerashaivism attracted persons like Basava and others. Channa Basavanna introduced the principles and practices of Veerashaivism to Basavanna, who was a Shaiva at that time. The liberal attitude of Veerashaiva gripped the mind of Basava. So, a Shaivite Basava became a Veerashaivite Basava. Pre-Basava Veerashaivas such as Kondaguli Kesaraja, Bibbi Bachaya, Telugu Bommaya, and Kembavi Boganna did not take into account the power of a king. They opposed the imposition of any sort. Basava did the same thing afterwards by leading a social movement in a big way involving the common people. Brahmanya and Bandhari designations helped him a lot in this social process. No doubt, Basavanna was a great social reformer. His social movement sharpened the social reforms. The four main Shaiva streams could be traced in pre-Basava period. They are ordinary Shaiva, hybrid Shaiva, pure Shaiva, and Veera Shaiva. The ordinary Shaivas used vibhuti on their forehead and worship Shiva image. The hybrid Shaivas worship Vishnu, Surya, and Devi in addition to Shiva. The pure Shaivas worship only Shiva. They do not worship other gods and goddesses except Shiva. They worship Ishtalinga and Shivalinga, but they do not wear Ishtalinga on the body. The Veerashaiva is also a devotee of Shiva. One worships only Shiva image. He or she wears Ishtalinga on the body. The Veerashaiva worships a Shivalinga and Ishtalinga. One gives importance to knowledge, that is Jnana aspect of Vedas and Agama. V means Vidya, Veda, and R means wandering in the knowledge of Veda and getting satisfaction in acquiring knowledge. One does not have rebirth and death. The Veerashaiva is divided into three types: common Veerashaiva, special Veerashaiva, and Niravari Veerashaiva, that is Bhakta Varga, Guru Varga, and Virakta Varga. The Veerashaiva's school of thought is considered a Shiva Vishishta Dvaita or Shakti Vishishta Dvaita.